Chun Da-jiang. Put down the money, just the fucking. Son. Daddy used this money to make money. 3 years later, I'll pay you 10 times over. You should study well at home. Don't be like your damn mom. Drag me back. That was my mom's chemotherapy money. You are not human. You are not even as good as a beast. Offing, wake up. There is something in the water. Those bastards. Fishing nets and iron hooks were hung under the dock. You take a step further. My legs are ruined. Panther. You're the one talking to me. Nonsense. Who else could I be? Your brain was kicked by a donkey. You don't go back. Your mom is going to be torn apart by those people. In my previous life it was also tonight. My dad ran off with the money. My mom was tormented by these creditors. No one cared for the 2 sisters-in-law. Starving to death at home. I have been carrying bricks on construction sites like a dog for 10 years. All just to pay back their 400,000. But that newborn father who ran off with money. After being paralyzed, he actually had the nerve to come back. I served her for a full 3 years. Damn it. Those people came to ask for money. Still coming to hell. Chun Da-jiang. You have to get your comeuppance. Panther. Go to your uncle's house to find Taiju. Set sail to the east dock to keep watch. I haven't arrived in 10 minutes. You are waiting too. Fun. From Chen Da-jiang's family. Come out. 400,000 yuan isn't just your family's business. My fish pond is waiting for this money to fix the sluice gate. My brother is not at home. Stop smashing it, you guys. My dad ran away. It has nothing to do with my mother. Pay back the money. Chun Da-jiang. Don't hide it. Get out of here. Run. I won't settle the bill today. You two won't be able to go anywhere. Lawn girl, move aside. I'm not making things hard for your mother. I'll ask. Where is the money hidden? That bastard Chun Da-jiang. Before running. Is it about putting money on it? Buried in the courtyard. Don't look for me. I'm only 18. I don't know anything. Where did the wild dog come from? I don't care about you. Uncle Zhou. In the middle of the night, he led people to smash my door. Is it to rob or to steal? A phone? You came at just the right time. Your father took all the relocation funds from the entire village. Ran away. Uncle Zhou. The money was taken by Chun Da-jiang. I am indeed his son. But I'm 22 this year. I don't have a single cent of demolition compensation under my name. You want to pay the debt? Go report it. You smashed my door. Hit my sister. Scare my mom. This account. I'll settle the score with you now. Offing you. What do you mean? Meaning. Who goes one step further? I let him and my knife. Let's have a good chat. Who the hell touched my brother Feng? Iron Pillar. This was the Chun family's business. Chen Feng is my brother. His father ran away. His family's affairs are my business. Spread them all out for me. Surrounding an innocent family. You want to go to jail. Old Zheng, you came at just the right time. For 100,000. I've already said it. Chun Da-jiang fled with the funds. If you can't get this money back, go according to the program. It had nothing to do with Chen Feng or his mother. Chen Feng. I can't get my money back. It will continue to come. Let me put it this way. It's fine, Lanzi. Brother is back. Offing. Come with me. I can't hold back money for long. Before your father ran away. Have I ever told you anything? He mentioned it to me once. Scarfacely. There is a warehouse on Dragon's Back Island. Uncle, please help me delay for 3 days. I'll get the money back within 3 days. You plan to go alone. Taiju, come with me. Black Panther counts as well. Count me as one. So what to eat tonight? He had been running all night. The dog's belly is already stuck to its back. A phone. Before your dad left. And assigned to the village accountant. I made a phone call. He said. The money is not in his hands. The money was not in Chun Da-jiang's hands. But in whose hands? Brother Feng. Brought everything I could. The water on Dragon's Pine Island is deep. Our broken boat takes more than 2 hours to get there. If by chance you encounter the waves. No. The air pressure is high today. There was no wind. How do you know? The meteorological station didn't report it. Let me eat this. I had a dream last night. Someone told me in my dream. Dream. It's one thing to talk human to a dog. And they even make up lies to fool fools. Your eyes. Last night when I was watching the sea, it was glowing green. You think Taiju is blind. Brother Feng. You mean someone like Scarly? If you take the money, will you run out of international waters overnight? He won't. He didn't just have demolition compensation in hand. Chen Dajiang also gave him the land deed. Scarly is greedy. He was going to stay on Dragon's Pine Island for 3 days, waiting for a batch of goods. These 3 days are our window. Yes. Just do whatever you say. Iron Pillar. Later, when we arrived at Dragon's Back Island. You wait for me on the boat. No way. What if something happens? I told you to wait on the boat. It's because you have to support me. If I don't come back before dawn, you can just sail back to the dock, looking for my uncle. Do you understand? What about me? I'll go ashore with you, still on the boat with Taiju. You and me, you're sharp-nosed. Help me find someone. That's fine. But let's talk about it. After the matter was completed, I want to eat a whole roast chicken. Add 2 more bottles of beer. Deal. Damn, I really got it. Brother Feng, you really can see through this seawater. I scared Uncle to death. This person actually talked to me. I can not only see clearly, you can still talk to them. Taiju is my reliance on entering the island. Brother Feng, I get it. In the previous life, some secrets I keep until I die. None of them could be untied. Like what? Dragon's Pine Island. The wealth in the cave. 3 chests of gold bars. Until I die. No one knows who hid it. But this life is different. The iron pillar hid the boat well. He only moved when he heard me blow the whistle. Brother Feng, be careful. There are people in front. The footprints are new. Within about 2 hours. Pair of leather shoes. Shoes in leather shoes make my steps uncertain. It was Chen Dajiang. You can even smell the leather shoes. I sniffed for 3 years in the village. Humph, even if that taste turns to ashes, I will remember. Gatekeeper. There might be more inside. On the right is a pile of scattered rocks. I'm small. Can pass through. You distract that person. Are you sure? I am the dog king of Flying Fish Bay. She wasn't afraid of him. I'm gonna set off firecrackers. Don't fight hard. Just get the money back. It's now. There was no one inside. All around were piles of fishing nets and oil drums. No dangerous goods. Carry the suitcase and withdraw it once you get it. Brother, wake up. Is in trouble. Brother is in trouble. He was tricked into pressing his fingerprint. He gave up the right to explore the wells at his old residence. Who tricked him? Zhou Diwang's people. They said you could get paid just by signing. Thought you were the one who gave it up. Brother Feng. Something happened. Zhou Duang took people to the old residence. He said he was going to repair the old house. What he wanted was not the land deed. It is detected and underneath. Chen signed it. The old house is mine. Today I am here to repair the well. You can't control it. Uncle Zhou came to Shujing. It also comes with a detector. Use this for well repair. Duang. Forging documents. There was a call from the other side. You can go there yourself. A phone. You think. Why didn't Scarly leave? He waits for you to open that well. When you open it, that's when you're in danger. Before Zhou Duang left, he specifically mentioned this ancient well. Absolutely not without purpose. The 3rd blue brick on the west side. This is it. Metal handles. At a critical moment. Let me take a look here. What exactly is being hidden? There really was a secret passage down there. Someone once tried to forcibly open it. But it failed. The lid of the box inside had been lifted before. He recovered it again. It was Grandpa's handwriting. A phone. Someone is heading in this direction. Judging by his build, he looked like an old man. Hanging with a cane. Sun Shui. How could he come here? There is a fresh rusty smell here. Someone recently pried open this stone slab. There is a piece of equipment under this book. He sank the flying fish. Where is Brother Feng's ship now? 60 meters underwater. I've confirmed it. Data anomalies at monitoring station 3. It's not a device failure. There were indeed people present. A batch of additional equipment was installed at the monitoring station. Installation records of this batch of equipment. Someone has taken it from the archives. The only remaining evidence was gone. In the hidden compartment of the drawer on the left side of the flying fish cockpit. The flying fish is piloting on the left. Hidden compartment in the left drawer. Feng, what did you say? Taiju will make another trip tomorrow. I want to go 60 meters into the water. You lead the person alone. Tomorrow I'll ask the Clear Lotus if it leaves. Tomorrow I'll go to Dragon's Pine Island. I'll go with you. Inside the hidden shell of the flying fish. If there really is evidence, why didn't Fang Yongnian bring it up himself? Because after he entered the water, he couldn't get up. You're going into the water tomorrow. Go find that ship. First, confirm the location. Consider the hull stability before considering it. I'd better just stay on the boat. Brother Feng is in his position. Sonar showed the wreck was directly beneath it. Depth 62 meters. The hull is not very rolled. The structure is still there. The steward and assistant steward are positioned toward the stern of the ship. Return from the upper cabin and enter. I'll follow you. Deep-sea dangers require quick movements. The door opened, and someone came to follow him. Getting stuck in the stubble. There must be something strange. That's it. Who exactly wrote this line? Take the message and go up first. He is guarding some secret beneath the sea. These 4 people. It's all there. The current setup was also set up by them. Sinking coordinates. We were all deceived. Who exactly does Grandpa want? These data groups. So the real data endpoint of monitoring station number 3. Not in that underwater compartment. On the flying fish. When the flying fish sank, there is a receiving device on board. This device, all raw signal data from the 3 test stations were recorded, including those anomalous records that were removed. So if this ship floats up, that device is still on top. There is a mezzanine beneath the cab floor. The equipment is placed inside the mezzanine. You have to get the boat up. He was supposed to be on top of that. Fang Yu told him to sink. But he did. He shouldn't have sunk here. Uncle, I want to keep one of them underwater. After 32 years of experience, it was brought up. Is the steering wheel still there? The steering wheel is the latch of the flying fish's buoyancy system. Back then, before Fang Yongyan's shipwreck, remove the steering wheel and hand it over to your grandfather. And who did your grandfather give it to? Old shipbuilder Zhang is celebrating 100,000. Old Zhang was still here. He is 73 years old this year. The body is okay. Go to King Shuan now to get the steering wheel. After getting it, the flying fish will be able to float. A phone. After the flying fish floated up, that blank gun underwater was no longer under the ship's control. If anyone is still looking for that signal, the flying fish floats up to the signal itself. Then let them come. I'll go with you to King Shuan. You are old Shuan's grandson. The steering wheel is under the shed, covered with oilcloth. You move away. So well preserved. Your grandfather left a message back then. What did Grandpa say? The first sentence is to guard for him. Second. Oh thanks, I'll return his. That's the whole key. The boat floated and took me to the stop. I can't walk anymore. Okay, I will. I will definitely take you there. What are you thinking? Hopefully he won't force it. He shouldn't have been stuck here. This is by no means his end. Tightly stitched. Old friends have finally returned to their places. There really isn't a trace of rust. It was as if he had been waiting for this day all along. Just how deep is old Master Feng's thoughts? Tomorrow at 2 p.m., the tide reaches the wind level. At that time, the water pressure was at its lowest. So the current will carry away the silt from the bottom of the boat. Will ocean currents really cooperate? Counterflow flow. Push it up. Are you going to go into the water again tomorrow? A variable appeared underwater. I don't want him to take that risk again. I can't get off. I believe in this ship. Tomorrow I'll stand on deck to pick him up. The water began to swirl. Are you coming? 2 minutes left. Don't let me down, flying fish. Floated. Chen Feng really floated up. Marvel. It really happened. He came back on his own. Our path has only just begun. He really came up. Brother Feng's ship has been stranded underwater for 30 years. Surprisingly, it didn't fall apart. The old man's shipbuilding skills are truly amazing. He always managed to get up. Grandpa had left this way to survive back then. The wood was well preserved. Even the dragon bones were deformed. What happened back then? He insisted on drowning himself. This ship was exactly like what the old man had painted in his diary. Could something inside be a logbook? It was written to Uncle Sun. Why did Grandpa leave the letter for Uncle Sun? He was also an insider back then. When we got back to Wanli, let's go straight to Uncle Sun. I need an answer. The storm is coming. Grandpa left it on the flying fish. Uncle Son, isn't your secret in the letter? Your grandfather wrote in the letter. If the flying fish surfaced, let me go stand at the pier once. The ship will dock at the dock tomorrow morning. Will you go? I'll go. I have to go to the village where I've owed for 30 years. It's time to see the light of day. His gaze seemed to awaken toward the sea. As long as you reply. It's good to be back. Old Bolt. I kept my promise. He didn't board the ship. But the ship in his heart had already docked. Old Zhang's wish. You helped him bring it to him. The perseverance of the older generation. At this moment the relay began. Not just his. And my grandfather's. Grandpa. I'm already standing on the flying fish. Someone from Brother Feng Maritime Inn has arrived. The leader said he was coming to see the flying fish. Their noses are truly sharp. It had only just surfaced for less than 2 days. Hello, Comrade Chen Feng. The management wanted to make it a key exhibit. Included in next month's marine culture exhibition. The exhibition turns the flying fish into a piece of exhibit. It is connected to the history of monitoring station number 3 back then. We combined old photos from the museum's collection. I'm preparing to write a special topic. The name is Flying Fish Continent. After the exhibition ended, can the flying fish continue to stay in Flying Fish Bay? History cannot be locked away in the exhibition room. Of course, it is living history. As long as Comrade Chen Feng agreed, he could still dock here in daily life. Yes. I agree. He should have everyone give orders. He should be seen by everyone. This is what your grandfather left with me back then. He said he would wait for the flying fish to surface. That day with Luoluo. I'll give this to you again. Old Xuan, this is your last move. Even I kept it from him for 30 years. What was written in the letter? It's time for me to go home too. Baiyuan is my home. Grandpa said to go home. Where exactly is it referring to? Your grandfather said to go home. Do you have the answer in your heart? Are you referring to the old courtyard back home? What I fear most is that he might suddenly decide to leave here. No. If it's just an old house, he would write back to the village. Grandpa had been tossing and turning for most of his life. Not to make me look back for this empty house. What exactly is that place? He was talking about a different place. What is that? Is at this pier. On this ship. Feet on the ground. Hands touched the steering wheel. No longer drifting. No more running away. Once your heart is settled. Where is the person you're with? Where is the home? So are you now? Tell me. Did you really stay? I'm right here. Won't go again. This time. We are no longer travelers. Tomorrow we'll go paint the boat. The flying fish is set sail again. After the exhibition ended, will the flying fish really stay at the dock forever? I always feel, let it become a specimen for people to admire. That's exactly what the Maritime Museum means. But I did ask. The procedures are acceptable. Please define it as a workboat. The boat built by the old man should run in the waves, not rotting on the shore. Workboat. Last month you even told me that going out to sea means freedom. It's good now. The data collection set was compiled by bot. Hypocritical humans. Count me as one. Whether it's storms or data. This time I'll test it with you. The sea is bitter. It's much more uncomfortable than sitting in a lab. Don't forget I've also soaked in the sea. I'm not that squeamish. Yes. Tomorrow we will start cleaning the bilge. This time, we are no longer alone. Well, starting tomorrow. The Maritime Museum sent over the list of exhibits. Feng, take a look. That bronze badge of the flying fish. Are you really planning to lend it out? That was the soul of the flying fish. Old Xuan treasured it most before he left. This is something borrowed to make clear. Just return it as it is after the exhibition. Keeping them in a museum is more meaningful than locking them in a box. Times are different. What your grandfather failed to accomplish back then. Now the conditions have arrived. Offing, don't let him have any regrets. Old Xuan, you can close your eyes now. Your grandson brought the boat back. Taizhu notified Qinghe. Tomorrow the flying fish will make its trial flight. Grandpa always recited La when he was alive. Even if the flying fish is broken again. As long as the ship's hull didn't break the water's surface, that was his way out. Grow old and die below. That was about anchoring the ship. Old man, what you said back then. In the end, the child listened. Grandpa was right. Ships do not sail on the sea. Then it's no longer called a boat. I'm watching now. Finally, I feel like a tide digger from Feiyu Bay. Brother Feng said that everyone from the maritime office would come tomorrow. Will our flying fish account open tomorrow? Let's go for a walk. After fishing for so long, how frustrating would it be if you didn't run a lap? If it doesn't open, just tie it to the dock and let it rest. Its first stride. No need to walk around to show others. Although the ant didn't say it outright, but this bowl of fish meat is warmer than any other words. The first trip to sea after the exhibition ended. Where are you going? I'm ready. I'll go with you to the ends of the earth. Station 3. Take Grandpa to see it. I set the boat back. The original sinking position of the flying fish was not for salvage. It was to put something inside. What to put? Put it back. Place it next to the stone slab where it is hidden. Your grandfather's stuff. Yes, back then, he put it on the flying fish. After the boat sank, it was never brought up. I brought it up once. It's time to put it back. Watching him once again attract so many people's attention. Suddenly, everything we did felt worthwhile. So many people come every day, surrounding a broken boat. Something fresh, and no meat bones falling off the sticks. He looked pretty much like I saw him back then. The only difference is that the hull color is older than back then. It also shallows the young people who once operated this boat. Now I'm the only one left who can't walk. If it's shallow, it means he's getting plenty of sun. Old Feng always wants to be quick. He cleared off the debts from those years one by one. The grace and forgiveness of those years. Today, in front of this badge. Everything that needed to be done was done. He left behind too many attachments here. Even if he Dazi left, my heart must have felt a bit empty. Didn't find anything. I just wanted to confirm whether this place was really empty. Only when empty can you hold what comes next. Captain Chen returned to the ship on the flying fish. So when does our line begin? We set sail. Grandpa, let's go farther away. Today, in the exhibition hall. I read your grandfather's report. He wanted to do things he hadn't yet had the chance to do back then. Tomorrow we'll go help him put a period to his name. Looking at him like this, appearance. Suddenly, I felt that after 60 years of waiting, there was truly a resolution. The water depth in the area at monitoring station number 3 is nearly 42 meters. The undercurrents below are hard to deal with. His ability to see is also lacking. That was the place where Grandpa was almost left behind. Saying that you are not worried is false. Are you worried about me or your grandfather? Leave the badge. I'm not a flower from a greenhouse. I've wanted to go down this sea with you for a long time. The bottom of the water is cold. If anything goes wrong tomorrow, you need to immediately bring a fulling light up there. If you lose your badge, you can look for it again. But not the slightest mistake is allowed. Rule number 1 of the Let's Come Diving rules. The copper plate must never be separated. If you don't go, I won't be loading both sets of gear onto the ship today. So clever and impressive. Tomorrow we'll have to get up early again. My impressive black hair. The sea breeze is almost giving off a salted fish smell. This time we will rise over the sea, facing the sun. 5 o'clock was just as the morning tide was at its lowest. Anchoring at 5 a.m. Grandpa will take you home. Feng Ji's positioning is firmly fixed. Sonar shows a water depth of 63 meters. The stay time of the hyperoxygen cylinder is only a dozen minutes. Don't be greedy. Over 60 meters. Underneath it was pitch black. If it were someone else, they wouldn't dare to persuade him. Only Brother Feng would have the guts. Adjust the air pressure to 220, and adjust the dive electronic watch. Alright, below 60 meters the water flows chaotically. You just go down and put things down. Don't wander around below. Did you hear it? I know I can't stop you. I also know how important this trip is to you. But you must come up safely for me. I've memorized the road to safety. Consider it your last trip back to your hometown. Return Grandpa's things. The matter at Flying Fish Bay was truly settled. Why is it all black skin again? Are there fish to eat underwater? Always soaking in water. I'm not going down. I returned Grandpa's badge to the sea. The flying fish has returned. You can also rest in peace. How did it go? Look at his relaxed gaze. I knew he had done it. Placed properly, very stable. The water flows but cannot be carried away. A heavy weight weighing on my chest for decades. Today I finally fell into the sea. How does it feel to return the badge to the bottom of 60 meters? It was as if she always carried a handful in her arms. The old key, not knowing where to insert it. Today I walked an unusual road. Finally, he put it back into the locking house with everything perfectly sealed. So where is the lock? The key was back in place. So where would his heart be placed from now on? Locked onto the flying fish. The flying fish was parked by the dock. The pier is right on the sea off Flying Fish Bay. Go round and round. My roots ultimately lie here. Nowhere to go. I don't want to go anymore. Then what happens next? Every day when you open your eyes you can see that lock. You can see the flying fish every day. Every day you can see the sea. And you can see me every day. Well, you can see it every day. The Maritime Office approved it. Flying Fish How? It can continue to be used as a marine observation vessel. The route covers monitoring station number 3, the original prison area. What are the conditions? There is only one condition. Submit data reports regularly. The things your grandfather wrote in that report back then. Now someone is willing to do it. Brother Feng. So, can we take that route now? Run. Ha ha ha. Tomorrow, the first time that route will be opened. Are you nervous? Not nervous. My grandfather traveled that route many times. Just as the brave New Year's night passes. The route is ready-made. Then go to bed early. Good night. Good night. Brother Feng filled up with oil. The machine has also been inspected. Running all day is no problem. So pure lotus. The data logger is all installed. This time, after finishing the run, I came back. It can produce a complete signal split map. Then let's go. This time, they ran the old route again. Your grandfather passed by. Fang Yongyan walked past. Now it's your turn. It's your turn. This signal frequency. It is exactly the same as the main unit of monitoring station number 3. But he shouldn't be posting anymore. Where is the location? The original flying fish was the original. The sinking location is about 300 meters in the direction. The depth is even deeper than the position of the flying fish at that time. About 75 meters. Did we scan Feng Ji's area with sonar last time? Scan last time there was no signal. It only appeared recently. Steer the boat to that position. 75 by 75. 75, 75 asterisk. 75 meters, 75 meters. This thing doesn't seem to be naturally formed. What are you taking down? Take a rope down with you. Just one glance and he came up. This depth was quiet and almost eerie. The water pressure was so heavy it made people uneasy. This is the position marked by sonar. In 1960, this thing has been lying beneath here for more than half a century. Sure enough, people had been here before us. Biting down so tightly, it simply can't be pulled open. But the cable hadn't broken yet. It kept probing into the abyss. What exactly is connected below? It is like an iron coffin lid buried beneath the sea, tightly covering the secret below. Below is a sealing device, the mark of the Nanhai household guard. The bottom of the 1960 cable was connected. The cable went even deeper. Auxiliary equipment for underwater guy cables in 1960. Could it be part of that secret project from back then? It should be on these few pages. All the records from that time are here. It really was written by Grandpa, apparently 5 years old. Grandpa privately set up the leftover information account years ago. The base station is continuously connected to the main control tunnel of Monitoring Station 3. Fang Yongyan was the one who set it up. Then why wasn't he recorded in the official archives? Because this device was not approved. He had secretly set it up himself with people. This equipment is not included in the official staffing of Station 3. Monitoring Station number 3 was decommissioned after 1963. But this backup device, it may have been running automatically all along. If it runs automatically, so where does its power source come from? Smooth velvet joined. This device has been sending signals outward. Smooth velvet joined. It has been published for 32 years. If he keeps sending signals. So, who has been receiving it in these 30-plus years? When Fang Yongyan was setting up this device, he should have already realized he might never come back. After he finished laying it, it was not recorded in the official archives. But he wrote it in his own journal. Fang Yongyan's log is still with you. He wrote a passage in March 1963. The backup relay station has been laid. Backup 2 small optical cables are connected to normal primary coordinates. Receiver, signal transmitter, set to automatically broadcast every 72 hours. The coordinate receiver is specified. He laid one, a device that anyone can receive. Not everyone knows of his existence. Only 4 people. Fang Yongyan, my grandfather, Grandma Shen, and son Shui. He sent out the signal for 32 years. Only these 4 people were received. Let's turn back. Bring down a receiver tomorrow. An underwater signal receiver borrowed from the Maritime Museum. It can match the standard signal of the South China Sea Guard from the 1960 SIXS. Frequency. Uncle, when did you prepare it? Bing welcomed him. Blessings welcome the new year. If the frequency matches, you can receive it. If you match up, you can accept it. But if the signal source has a verified smuggling set up, you still need the corresponding unlock code. Tomorrow I'll bring this unbinding. Go next to the underwater device. If he's still signaling, this unbinder can receive it. I'm not afraid of receiving anything. I'm just afraid I won't get it. If you can't receive it, that means that device was shut down in 1932. But the signal you see today is still being sent. Tomorrow I'll connect the decoder. If you can receive it, it means the signal is still there. If you don't receive it, it means it's stopped. Tomorrow I'll go down with you. The water pressure at 75 meters is higher than the previous 4 meters. I know. I brought a new wetsuit. Walk at 6 a.m. He came back to this manhole cover again. This time he brought his gear. Let's see what is really hidden underneath. More than 60 years. It actually is still functioning. The line left by Grandpa back then. It was still warm to this day. If there is a response, it means the effort was not in vain. This iron lump that has been dormant for more than half a century. Finally, we have awakened them. Aha. The signal is alive. Alive. Wait for this slight trough. It is not meaningless current interference. It's about repeating the same cycle. There is a data level in the waveform. This device doesn't just send signals. It is sending messages. Can it be decoded? Takes time. The encoding format is the standard maritime code from the 1960s. But it seems there's a layer of encryption embedded inside. Not the military kind. It's like hand-added, handmade density. Only those who know the key can unlock it. Installation date of the Feiyu rudder wheel. Steering wheel installation date. Old Zhang said. The day the steering wheel was reinstalled, the key was the key. Spring 1962. Equipment usage. Signal interference. It interferes with the original hydrological data from target number 3 monitoring station. The disturbance lasted from January 1961 to April 163. Zhou Diwang's father was the one who bit him back then. He is the executor. The following content also states who gave the orders. There's more to come, but it was locked by the dongle. The key for the second layer of encryption is not the date the steering wheel was installed. The second key was held by Fang Yongnian, but he had already taken it away. Data requires a 3-level key to unlock. Secondary keys are not numbers or callbacks. It could be a sentence or a word. Fang Yongnian left the second layer key elsewhere. Before Fang Yongnian went into the sea, he handed the log to your grandfather. Your grandfather only left you with him. If no one has ever touched it in between, that key should still be in the log. Before dim lamp Fang Yongnian set out to sea, a word was hidden in the cover of the log. A dim light refers to the lights used at the dock for ships to return. I knew you were here. Took so long to be in the water today. Why not go rest? Unable to sleep, I closed my eyes. In my mind, all the cables below were stuck into the abyss. He wrote the words dark lamp on a piece of paper. Not reserved for himself. It is left for those who come later, so he is actually waiting for us to uncover it. At least, he had no intention of letting this secret rot beneath the sea for a lifetime. You spent the whole afternoon on the boat today. He didn't touch the second layer of secret bets. Because I was thinking. Fang Yongnian hid the dim lamp inside the cover. Not written in the main text. He didn't want others to find him easily. He was afraid that someone who shouldn't have known would take it. We must first know that we are here. What to face. So what do you think the dim light refers to? The dim light is when the ship can return. Someone lit a lamp, waiting for him to come back. But the ship my grandfather was waiting for sank 60 years ago. So who is this lamp lit for now? Even if only to prove it. Those people really did exist back then. There was also a cable under that backup device. You saw it when you went down today. Comes out from the bottom of the device. extending deeper, but below 75 meters. This already exceeds the safety range of ordinary diving. Where does that cable lead? Subjective view of monitoring station number 3. When it was laid in 196 AD, there was once a spare extension segment. The main view ends at 60 meters. Just use it as a backup. A natural cave that extends up to 90 meters deep. Bottom. That spare segment. Fang Yongnian knew. He knows. He treated that spare segment as his last backup. If all equipment is found or removed, deep within that cable, the last original data is still preserved. "90 meters, do you want to go down?" "90 meters. Do you want to go down?" 90-meter diving equipment. "I'll borrow it tomorrow." Chen Feng. Uncle Zheng borrowed the equipment he had kept at the bottom of the sea test tube. Gas cylinders for deep diving. It can support a dryness of 90 meters. Just return it after use. Ordinary people can't approve this. Uncle Zheng, thank you very much. Don't rush to unload. Putting the seatbelt up is the real thing. The equipment is enough. Can the ship's positioning system be accurate to that position? I was able to use sonar yesterday. He rescanned the route along the cable. The finish line is locked at the meter mark, a natural cave entrance. At 90 meters, that spot is a blind spot. No wonder no one has noticed it all these years. Moreover, the water flow inside the cave is complicated. Without light, even a slight mistake can lead to losing your way. Data cables for interfaces. I brought an extra one. Backup in case you have the bottom cover. The equipment was corroded by seawater. We have the data. Okay, take it with you. It's better than catching shrimp later. 90 meters is not 60 meters. The water temperature below is even lower. The pressure is even greater. You need to time your arrival carefully. 40 minutes is enough. I would keep an eye on the depth gauge. Once something feels off, immediately decompression and ascend. I'll time you up there. 30 minutes. I will hold the safety rope, giving you a signal. The valve is fine. The pressure is immense. You are careful. Don't worry, wait for my news. This water pressure at this depth is like a wall of iron, magnified from all four sides. It sent chills down your spine. The breathing was played too loudly. It sent chills down your spine. These friction marks. At such slow water depths, it's abnormal. Besides the water flow, has anyone else touched it recently? It was placed too large. A heart hidden underwater for more than half a century. The old man's sealing craftsmanship back then was truly a miracle. Even after 60 years, it can still be powered on. The air pressure is still sufficient. But this transmission speed is too slow. Getting faster, deep-sea diving sickness is no joke. At this point, the signal needs to be cut off. No kidding. Hold on to me. Finished. Relying on protection mode. At this depth, if you get locked up, I got in for the second time. 30 seconds countdown. Since the old man arranged everything, it's impossible not to leave a way out. The key must be nearby. Rely on protecting this humidity. Winter humidity 39. The lamp that was lit 6 years ago. Now I've switched to a color-changing machine. The key to the machine. It became air pressure. Still consuming. Fortunately, it wasn't locked. Now everything is in this little box. Keep sleeping here. Mission accomplished. We'll walk the rest of the road with him. Got it. Got it. That last data segment was also brought back together. Why is this last one so big? It's not garbled text. This is a system backup packaged at the underlying level. This section doesn't have a dongle. Directly movable. 3 years. Records are made every day. Grandpa's day. Back then, they treated the flying fish as the eyes of the sea. There was an additional record following that day's data. The flying fish was sunk by itself. Old Master Feng steered the boat down. He never intended to come back. He treats the deepest part as the safest safe. He knew that one day someone would come to pick him up with a lantern. He left everything behind. Wait until someone who can find him will come and take it. All the data was obtained. Brother Feng, let's consider this trip back as bringing the master home. Return voyage. There was an additional record following that day's data. It's all here. Meteorological data from that year, recording the sound of water, and the detailed calculations they had made back then. Underwater currents diagram. It's impressive you actually managed to find it. I will personally submit this data. Those things your grandfather didn't finish back then. Now it can be settled. Thank you for your concern, Uncle Zheng. It is also the fulfillment of the wishes of my generation. Freshly boiled warm hands. Thank you. Has the inaugural voyage of the Offing Feiyu been set? The tide is just right this weekend. Bring extra jackets on the maiden voyage. The wind at sea was strong. Got it, Uncle Zheng, take care. This weekend, the flying fish will fly out on its own. Well, drink. Fang Yongyan used to travel that route often. He wanted to leave this route for those who could still run the boat. The chart was rechecked by Tai Zhu and me. Avoid the suburbs. The route is now very safe. After all this hassle. On the first flight, I stood next to you. The water pump filter should be cleaned clean. Don't wait until tomorrow to go out to sea and get blocked by seaweed. Cleaned up, Brother Feng. Yesterday afternoon, I even took apart and cleaned the Haikao valve. Not a single grain of sand was left behind. Wind Brothers' engine is in good condition. The fuel line is also open. Tomorrow, a trip to the open sea is no problem. The valve area used to leak oil all the time. Tighten it again. Replaced with new gaskets. Tight and tight. Guaranteed to be flawless. Qinghe said the data logger was already installed. Yesterday he fussed around until midnight. They said that this time even the positioning frequency below was connected. We can directly check the depth from the cab. Brother Feng, the flying fish will go out by himself tomorrow. Running together with the Yongin or alone. Running together, both ships went out. Alright, I'll take the Yongin train tomorrow. Covering up behind your backs. 2 boats together. One is your grandfather's. This is quite a spectacle. Tomorrow, behave yourself. Don't run around on the deck. Taizhu packed up his gear. Rest early today. Alright, get up early tomorrow. Morning, the wind is early and the wind is still cool. Go first. The data logger came with 3 sets of batteries. Enough to run all day. There is a thermos in the cockpit. Just put it by the window. Freshly filled with hot water. First, hold it to warm your hands. Feng, I'm ready. Untie the broken rope and keep the car at speed. 2 cars followed behind. Don't stray too far. Alright, let's get rid of it now. Brother Feng, you guys clear the way. You've cleaned up this place again. Well. He put back all the things the old man used back then. Let's go, flying fish. The Yongyan ship set sail. The children took him out to sea. "70 meters water temperature. The underwater flow speed started to accelerate. There are many undercurrents in this area. The old man used to say this often. This is the exam room for the old sailors. When your grandfather operated this route back then, will the ship be faster or slower than it is now? It should be about the same. He said the boat speed was just right. Only then can you find the location of fish schools on the sea surface. It also drives too fast. The sounds from the sea are inaudible. We arrived at the original location of the sunken ship. This is where we brought it up. Underneath are driftwood and reefs. Schools of fish like to stay here to spawn. Not stopping here. Not stopping here. Just passing by to take a look. Let's go, he left the key. They want us to move forward. Drink. There are still unfinished roads ahead on the chart. This is the edge where ocean currents meet. The wind was indeed much stronger than before. Even the sound of the waves grew louder. A bit further to the front line. It was the snake noted in Fang Yongyan's log. Large torpedoes. Returning but not a small fishing boat. He wrote his homework in such detail. What kind of wind has been brewing for several months in a row? All the weights of lead weights that should be used are clearly marked. He wrote down everything he could. When people on the shore look at it later, everything he could leave behind was there. Drinking the sea hasn't changed. But he wrote the road. Those who came after were able to follow suit. You two have been standing on the boat all morning. One is also looking at the sea. The sea breeze made my beard crook. What's there to keep watching? This guy just knows how to dislike the wind. I'll add an extra small dried fish for you when we get back. Return to hang bar. I've recorded all the data that needed to be recorded. Good. When I get back, I'll redo today's calculations. Table. Gu Qinghe, sister. You are finally back. Oh, Auntie. Lanzi. Why did you come here in person? Hungry. Not bad. Auntie Lanzi. Thank you for bringing it over just for you. Sister Qinghe. Today, my mom specially stewed the fish you love, wrapped through thick cotton cloth. Still steaming hot. The food is in the basket. Divide yourselves. Taiju, you should eat more later. Look at you sweating all over. Got you, Auntie. I definitely won't be polite with Brother Feng. I'll go back and organize today's data. I'll show you the results tomorrow. No rush after a long day. Go back and eat first. Go to bed early. Alright, you too. Then I'll go back first. Is it rested? Well, today the seawater salinity indicators are very stable. The data for the offshore segment showed no abnormal fluctuations. The sea conditions are pretty good. The flying fish can handle it on its own. Flying fish are called in the log. Did Fang Yongyan write anything else? For example, about things outside of dim lights. He wrote a passage. The date is April 10, 1963. 2 days before the sunken ship, the air flies by. After Yuhao sank down. If the people above still remember. That was placed on the Marquis's room. He wrote it as he wrote. It should be known that the ship would stay underneath for a long time. At that time I wrote this line. How determined must he be? He knew it and he knew it too. The words he left in his diary. There will be people watching it in the future. He held the position below. We can't go astray. Tomorrow. I have compiled the complete data report for you. No rush, go back and rest first. I followed it all day today. He must be exhausted. Alright, after your checkup, go home and rest early. The road is too dark. When walking, look at the soles beneath your feet. Good night. Feng Ji's wool chain has rusted off. Let's see if it works. Alright, just leave it alone. Take a break. Abnormal records. The timeline perfectly matches Zhou Shuhai's activities. Look here. Every time he sets sail out to sea, this frequency of data usually includes several minutes of airspace. Back when Zhou Shuhai was investigated, there was no mention of this backup device, because he didn't know the device existed. Fang Yongyan avoided him while laying out equipment. To avoid drawing attention. Back then, Grandpa Fang would sail the mountain fishing boat overnight. Yarn that was removed in the dark. Qinghan, your drawing looks like it's just a ghostly scribble. It's all winding and twisting. He had known for a long time. He once said that by the well. He knows it in his heart. This report was submitted. He had to make a decision. It's been held back for 30 years. It's time for a conclusion. The report was submitted to the Maritime Office this afternoon. The rest of the matter was handled by them. After submitting the report, meet up at the dock in the evening. My mom made fresh fish soup. I'll save you a bowl. Yes. That way I can save myself from making dinner. The report was submitted. The Maritime Office said they would initiate the formal reconciliation process. Well, after the composite process is completed, will the flying fish's route range expand? It should be. If the data from Monitoring Station 3 is officially adopted, the monitored sea area southeast of Feiyu Bay, it will be redefined. Then you'll be traveling even farther routes. It will run even further. But it will come back. That's right. Finish a longer route and come back. There was someone waiting at the dock. The compound procedure was officially launched. Management will assign dedicated personnel, connecting with flying fish monitoring data. Have you confirmed the contact person? It's decided. Shin Chinghe. Wow, you're running the boat. He manages the data. 2 boats were docked side by side. Your names are listed side by side on the file. Uncle, the wind is strong at night. You go back early. You just walk faster than usual. His steps were also lighter than usual. This coordinate point is about 400 meters southeast of the originally planned location. The composite panel recommends expand the monitoring range to that location. 400 meters isn't far. Each run takes about 10 minutes. The compound work usually takes about 2 to 3 months. During this time, the flying fish trial runs on the new route. 2 to 3 months is enough. So how do you plan to run during these 3 months? Following the old route, Fang Yongnian wrote. He had been keeping track of that route since the very first day of the boat trip. He said that line is the path the ship should take. He said the route the ship should take. Does it refer to the route itself or something else? Maybe both. The route itself is a road. Those who travel this route are also walking a path. After Brother Feng's new route started running, will the time spent going out to sea be even longer in the future? It will last a bit longer than it is now, but not too far. The flying fish's range is within the design range. Better to run a bit farther too. The scenery at sea is the same after watching for a long time. But the routes are different. The places we pass through are different. Brother Feng. Think about when Fang Yongnian used to run this old route. He didn't know that someone would keep running this line in the future. When he wrote that journal, should know. Chen Feng still uses your old handwriting. So crazy. It really does sound like your temper. When you read this letter, Fenger, the flying fish should have already returned to the dock. Fang Yongnian described when he sank down. In short, if you could take it out to sea, then I'll finish writing what I need to write. It was driven out. Today we ran more than 10 nautical miles. The boat was very steady. As long as you can see it, that's enough. Tomorrow I'll go out to sea again to walk it. Brother Feng's engine was running at high speed. The water temperature has also risen. Today we're running a new route. I will record the entire process of data recording. I have recalibrated the frequency of all 3 monitoring points. Today's error should be kept to a minimum. Alright, let's get on board. The tide began to recede. It was exactly the time to set anchor. If it's windy at sea, go slower. First time running Xinhen Road. It doesn't matter if it's 10 days or half a month. As long as you come back safely, that's enough. Got it, Mom. You and Lanner should go back to your room early. The sun is about to pick up. This kid's posture. He really looks exactly like old Chen back in the day. The data started to run wild. Everything is fine. Good. We accelerated. The first batch of basic water souls had already been stored in salt. The system operates very stably. Go out and get some air. The wind outside was cool and pleasant. Today the sea area is different from the last time I came. Where is it different? The color of the water surface is a bit darker than last time. Maybe it's because of the clouds. Or maybe the water depth has changed. Below here is the sea trough after passing the sandy dwelling. The water depth dropped directly from 20 meters to nearly 50 meters. The water color should be deeper. What are you staring at? Found something. There was a school of fish ahead. A large group is swimming south. The splashes of water echo. There are lots of delicious flavors. You can tell which direction they're heading. Southwest is faster. If they don't go now, they'll be swimming into deep water. Veered. You've adjusted your direction. There was a school of fish ahead. Let's see a segment. Since I met it, so I took a net back along the way. Taiju also started eating meat. Alright, I'll also take the coordinates of this fish school. Also added to the nautical chart. The water depth is unmatched. There's something down here. Right? It is the rock that reflects sound waves. The echoes are extremely strong. Unlike ordinary sediment accumulation. Not rock. These are stones built by hand. The stacks were neatly stacked. No one in this sea would just build a stone dam for no reason. Unless it's a breakwater from over a decade ago. Or old foundations. There is iron beneath the water. The smell is very faint. But it really does. Thick rust has formed. It was nestled under the pile of stones. Got it, don't move around yet. Don't dive into the water. This map does not mark this underwater structure. The flying fish has been sunk here for 30 years. He changed the direction of the surrounding water flow. He changed course as soon as he left the stream. It washes away the mud and sand on top. Next time, bring the equipment over to scan. Alright, I'll go back and get the duobo-side device. And the application for scanning sonar was written. Bring it over next week. They say it's a new positioning device for the flying fish. Much higher precision than before. Directly approved by the Provincial Maritime Safety Administration. Let's look at our Xinhong test data. Because it was solidly made. A special reward. I'll install it tomorrow and try it out. Tomorrow morning, bring your toolbox over. Let's solder it to the left side of the dashboard. You have to ensure the weld is steady and solid. When do you want to sweep that underwater structure today? This weekend is tidal and the timing is right. The weekend happened to be high tide. Accumulated low tide. The water level is the lowest. The noise of the chaotic waves is sparse. You can see even more clearly. Then the weekend. I'll go back and write this week's data polytuning report. Here's a list of scanned devices. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Offing, go back. Tomorrow we have to go to sea again.